Topic: Revised, Part 6, Participation Agreement. Produced by Black Bottom James at BKK Productions. Theme: Jesus is real. Please subscribe and be prepared to be amazed and astonished. This is only a temporal existence with a beginning and completion date, requiring all to decide their destiny within the confines of the hazardous, treacherous, yet advantageous conditions of this planet, while participating in the necessary requirements for a perpetual place in heaven. The presence of man on earth is only a provisional assignment within a reality of actions, conditions, and engagements in an unconditional schema, whereas, within actuality of happening of palpable emotions and undeniable events, fashioning this life, a journey of occurrences, where all things are tangible within our perspective and awareness of this human identification, by its terms and conditions, specifically, only to the limited environmental conditions of Earth, created specifically for this the experiences of man on planet Earth, within this time frame of 7,000 years. This is a perfect simulation, as it was directed and designed in meeting its goal and objective. In this journey, death is used as a catalyst for an emergence transportation to an infinite level, exceeding this life, whereas all things will be flawless, absolute, and unblemished, in construction, functionality, organization and purpose, having all knowledge hidden from man, will be disclosed. The time after the tribulation, after the arrival of Jesus ushering in his rule with an iron hand, identifying and eradicating the last evil participants from this world. Man has been in a contractual agreement with God to participate in this life by the choice of man not knowing the conditions, environment and possible actions predicated under this agreement, unaware of the exact conditions of his chosen assignment, to include ethnicity, year of birth, location, parents or financial conditions or life expectancy. Upon entering into this agreement, it would necessitate a conclusive decision, defining his eternal status, after the term of agreement has concluded, incorporated with a termination clause, exhaustively, completely, and defined by explicit termination actions. Eternal authority and approval, with all rights thereof. Therefore, this is a standard covenant, issued and distributed by God, with all agreed upon inclusive terms and conditions, signed and agreed upon by man, for an indefinite period of performance, only known by God, in a participation project, endorsed and agreed by a bilateral agreement, signed by both parties, for the purpose of establishment for eternal rights of citizenship and admission, affiliation and devotion, duly authorized by Yahweh or the Lord God Almighty or any other names, corresponding to their positions of authority, with unlimited and exclusive privileges within the confines of heaven, earth and any location of the universe, in its entirety, for the endless, perpetual, permanent, timeless and immortal existence, whereas time has been alleviated, in the pleasures, gratifications, amusements, enjoyments and delight, in which man has never dreamt, conceived, elaborated, formulated, imagined or visualized, as are the things to come for man in heaven. This agreement is based upon a covenant, contractual agreement conceived and delegated for man with all rights, duties and privileges thereof. These rights cannot and will not be duplicated, replicated or reproduced, issued under the authority of Lord, God Almighty, under the conditions and authority of truth, love, trust and freedom. Man has been provided absolute freedom in all the things available in this life, which means it is within the capabilities of man to reject his Creator. Man has an autonomous power to totally, completely and absolutely reject the presence of God from within his spirit. This can be proven by the fact of man is going to hell. Hell is a choice for man, not a referendum or decision from God. God will do all things possible from saving man from hell, as it is the definitive decision of man in this journey of life, which is the mission, intent and purpose is deciding the future of every man, woman or child given life on this earth. Remember, this specific life was not the intent of the Creator. Man was placed in the Garden of Eden, which was to be his eternal home. However, the rebellious disobedience of man caused the fall of man, and this life is the resulting actions of the fall from grace. Therefore, in this life, a decision has to be made in choosing God, the Creator, or his enemy, Satan, the devil or Lucifer. God has already stated, some will not choose heaven but hell, which is their individual decision, not the decision of God, which will deliver them to hell. Therefore, man has been given absolute freedom of choice beyond his power and will of the Creator. The authority of God cannot exceed the absolute freedom of man, in this being the purpose of this specific life. We are of this world, but not a part of this world. For Christians, all things happening in our journey is real, but not permanent. We feel the emotions, pain and sufferings, anticipation, expectation and optimism remain undaunted, undisturbed and impervious to defeat, as this world is only transitional. There is an understanding in this journey in its relevance and its limitation. It can only take this life but not contain the life. All those things occurring in this journey are only real while in the confines of this earth. This life is short and bearable in the realization of the truth and understanding. In essence, it is only a dream, as Jesus already paid the price in overcoming the pains of death, whereas death is only a change of venue. The greatest gift of life, just by the value of this agreement, must be certified and confirmed as legal and true. A gift of this magnitude